to Monsignor Schnecky Community Players' final production this season, Dirty Work at the Crossroads. This audience tonight is our 5th performance, and we have played to 1,000 people. Hey. And that's in little downtown Mendon. That's really good. There are a few business things. There's no smoking during the show. We have 2 exits, fire exits in the back of the hall and 1 to my left. About 7 years ago, Monsignor Schnecky came to us and said, we have a place, let's put on a play. Well, it seemed like a pretty good idea, and you can see as you look around you, we've really grown from that first year. Things have changed within our group, and the good Lord found it in His infinite wisdom to pass us from one set of loving hands to another. On behalf of myself and the cast and crew of tonight's show, we would like to thank Father Ladis, Deacon John, and Sister Alice for their loving support for our whole show. Along with Sister Alice between Acts 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. We will have a sing-along. We have a little sign girl tonight. Her name is Jeanette Russell. She stands about this tall and her signs are about this wide. She's going to come center stage, take a little curtsy, and she would just love it if you would read her signs about them. Okay? How many people here have been to a melodrama before? See some hands not go up. So those of you that have been before, when the villain comes out and does something dastardly and normally ends it with a what do you do? And when the lovely fair maiden says something that just pulls at your heartstrings, what do you do? You're ready. That's very good. How about our manly bosomed hero? All ready. Without any further ado, let's present our pianist, Loretta Brown.
On the calendar, sir.
Your rapture speaks well for your artistic inclinations. You have quite a taste for the fine arts, Mookie McGuggins.
Oh, sir, I don't know much about the refined arts like she says, but you take that cow, sir. That is the moving image of the widow Lovelace.
Come now. You don't think that cow resembles your employer too much, do you?
Oh, sir, it is an unnatural cow, sir. You can almost hear it move.
Yes, I flatter myself. I am rather good at cows.
Me too, sir. Milking them. But that's another story, sir, you might know.
Do you think Miss Nellie will enjoy it?
Oh, be it for her you're painting that, Mr. Murgatroyd?
It is indeed.
Oh, bless you, sir, she'll love it. Miss Nellie always was a gal for pictures.
She appreciates the fine arts, then.
Oh, indeed she does, sir. Why, she's as sharp as a buggy whip, sir, and twice as handsome.
A simple lout, but I can use him for my purposes. Your young Nellie must be quite popular with the country rustics, eh, Mookie?
Oh, sir, I figure she could be engaged twice over, sir. mighty particular gal is our Miss Nellie. I reckon she doesn't have eyes for anybody except Adam Oakhart.
Adam Oakhart, the blacksmith's son?
Oh, that be the fellow, sir, and a mighty handy man he is around the livery stable, sir. No horsing around with him, sir.
He loves Miss Nellie?
Oh, ever since they were children, sir, they growed up together, hand in hand, and he's as brave as she is lovely.
Are they, oh, cursed word, engaged?
Oh, you bet your sweet easel they are, sir. Hard and fast, sir, hard and fast. As solid as well, maybe more solid than the roots on the stump there, sir.
And there's to be a wedding?
Oh, when the goldenrod comes to bloom in September, sir. That's Miss Nellie's favorite quality, sir. I can't say the word without.
So, the beautiful Nellie Lovelace would wed the humble blacksmith's son. Never! Little does she know my purpose.
But ever since you came here this summer, sir, and took up lodging in her mother's house, I don't think Miss Nellie has given Mr. Oakhart quite the thoughts that she used to, sir. Maybe she's caught up with your fast city ways, if you know what I mean. But come September, when you return to Bridgeport, sir.
And I shall return to Bridgeport, Master Mookie.
Ah, good for you, Mr. Murgatroyd.
But not alone. No, not alone. Nellie shall be mine. I vow it. Brookie, would you give me a hand carrying this easel back into the house?
Why, certainly, sir.
I wish to sit on yonder bank and contemplate the rolling river. Ah, how I glory in the majesty of nature.
Shall I take the picture, too, sir?
Do you think you can manage it?
Oh, yes, sir. Just tuck it under her. I don't want to touch the cow where she's wet, sir. You know what I mean.
You're certainly more than loaded, Mookie.
Oh, yes, sir, loaded. Loaded like a gun, sir. You've got to treat me with care.
Treat you with care, Mookie?
Oh, yes, sir, I might go off.
Please, go off.
And off I go, sir.
What a chowderhead he is! What a simple country bumpkin! But the girl, Nellie, is always present in my thoughts. I shall sit here on the bank of the river and contemplate her. I sleep but to dream of her beautiful hair, her eyes like deep, languid pools, her teeth are like shining stars. Her, I will have her, I vow it. How can she resist me, vain, simple-headed beauty? Have I not the charms of an Adonis? Am I not a man of the world? True, I haven't a penny to my name, but what matter that?
Everything.
Cannot this face be my fortune? Secret information that the new railroad is coming this way and will make this a very valuable property. Now the railroad must cross Mill River somewhere near this point. So what better way to acquire a fortune than marrying one, especially when it comes in a form as soft and rosy as Nellie's. Her form and fortune shall be mine, I swear it. Mine, hard and fast, hard and fast.
Monroe Murgatroyd.
Ida, you here?
Yes, Ida Reingold. No one saw me. I rode across the river. I'm living in New Haven now. I heard rumors that you were here, boarding with the widow Lovelace. What devilment now, Monroe Murgatroyd?
But I thought that you were at Green Oaks, that you were,
Put away for good, or so you hoped. Hey, Monroe.
Why, Ida, you speak like a fool. Are you not my wife?
Oh, yes, I'm your wife, but not an acknowledged one. Did you not have me shut up in Green Oaks Asylum, pretending I was insane?
Come
dirty work, I warrant. It's the only kind you ever had a hand in.
You shall judge for yourself. Look around you, Ida. Look all around you. Is this not a beautiful farm?
And since when have you, born and bred in city ways, taken a liking for the bucolic life?
Since I found out that the New York-New Haven Railroad is coming this way.
A railroad coming to this hole? What on earth for?
Never mind, but the railroad agents are taking options on property even now. The railroad must cross Mill River somewhere near here, and this is the narrowest spot on the river. Now I have but to acquire this property, and I will hold the New York-New Haven Railroad right where I want them in the palm of my hand.
Still not a callous on them, I see.
You know I always keep my hands soft and clean, Ida.
Oh, yes. And I also know that some of the dirtiest work in this world is done by the whitest of hands.
You are no one to boast, the queen of the New Haven campus.
I was once Monroe Murgatroyd. Why, before you came into my life, I was as pure as the driven snow, the apple of my father's eye, the hope of my mother's old age.
Enough of this moralizing. We must make plans for the future. We must obtain this farm.
How? You have no money. You're nothing more than a penniless artist. Why, for years you lived off my meager earnings as a music hall entertainer.
Listen to me. This property is owned by the widow Lovelace. Now, she has an only daughter, Nellie, a simple country lass. Now, I have but to marry Nellie and...
You cannot marry her. You're my husband in the sight of heaven.
I know that, Ida, but think what it will mean. Riches, travel, gowns. You have but to remain silent until I have secured this farm.
And how do you propose to do that?
Having married Nellie, I will come into control of her property, which I will immediately sell to the railroad and have her committed to Green Oaks.
As you did me.
Then, you and I, Ida, shall live a life of wealth and luxury. We shall travel the continent, visiting Paris. It will be wonderful.
Oh, you paint a pretty picture, Monroe. You always did, with your tongue. But what about this widow Lovelace? Did you not say that this property belonged to her?
The widow Lovelace is not long for this world, I promise you that.
No, not murder, Monroe. No, not that.
Murder is such an ugly word, Ida. I would prefer you did not use it. Let's just say that the widow Lovelace, some sunny day while sipping her afternoon tea, will be taken ill, mortally ill.
You villain!
Come, Ida, you will assist me?
I dare not trust you.
You have no other choice unless...
Unless what, Monroe Murgatroyd?
Unless you would return to Green Oaks, the abode of the alcoholic insane. You forget that as your husband I still hold your commitment papers. I did it once and I will do it again.
You villain! You have me in your clutches! Very well then, I consent.
Good.
Now, tell me the part I am to play in this unholy drama.
Walk down this pathway here to the Crossroads. Make the acquaintance of one Adam Oakhart. You will find him in the livery stable.
I'll go, Monroe. But when it is done, you beware how you play me false.
Curses on her! But I need her assistance badly. But soon her part will be played, and then...
Good afternoon, Mr. Murgatroyd. Keep bothering you?
Oh, good afternoon, Widow Lovelace. Permit me to assist you with that tray. I fear it is far too heavy for you. See?
to fetch the carrying thank you just the same. I thought I'd have my tea out here. It's such a smiling day. Won't you join me?
Why, thank you. Nothing would give me greater pleasure. Now's my chance. A few drops from this vial in her tea and...
Have you seen my Nellie?
Why, no, I've been occupied with my painting all afternoon.
She said she was going down to the livery stable. Say, I do wish she wouldn't spend so much time down there. She comes home with such an air. But say, she's a gal, and in love with Adam Oakhart, a fine, handsome lad he is, too.
Mrs. Lovelace, I have a confession to make.
A confession? Say, wait till I fix your key. How many lumps?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many months you been boarding with us now, Mr. Murgatroyd?
2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much longer you calculating on staying?
Just 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 next 7. There you are. I hope it's sweet enough. There's cream in the pitcher.
There's only one thing sweeter, Mrs. Lovelace.
What's that?
Your daughter Nellie, I love her.
It's alive.
Now, I realize that I'm older than she and wiser in the ways of the world, but, well, I am tired of these town-bred beauties with their faded cheeks and their artificial bloom. Think what this fresh, innocent girl would make of me.
No, say no more. Nellie's not for the likes of you. Nellie's promised to Adam Oakhart.
Now, Mrs. Lovelace, you may think this but the passing fancy of a summer boarder, but I assure you I love your daughter Nellie, and she loves me.
No, 'tis false. Nellie's true to Adam.
Not so. Why, she has written me letters.
Letters?
Letters declaring her love.
Show me one.
Curses, I have no letters. Nellie has never shown the slightest romantic interest in me. I have one in my bureau. I will show it to you later. One may easily be forged.
Sir, I do not like this at all. I am a poor, ignorant woman, but I am not so ignorant that I don't know who I am and what you are.
Explain yourself, madam.
Only this, sir. I have given you the advantage of my home, and you have taken advantage of my little Nellie. And now, sir, I must ask you to make other living arrangements. Your presence here is no longer wanted.
There, good mother. Perhaps we've gotten ourselves a little overexcited. Won't you drink your tea?
Yes, thank you. The shock of this news has made me faint. You are a man of the world, Mr. Murgatroyd. You'll find women everywhere more adaptable to your requirements. But my little Nellie is like some timid wildflower growing sheltered in the woods. Transplanted. Why, she would fade and die.
It will take effect within the hour. Is something the matter, good mother?
'Tis nothing. 'Twill pass. My, but I do feel drowsy. I think I will go in and lay down now. When Nellie comes, will you send her to me? And I'll question her about this collegiate's advances.
Well, certainly, good mother. Permit me to assist you with this tray.
Evil man.
I know Adam doesn't love me, or he wouldn't have looked at that woman. It shows his ill breeding. Why, he's nothing like Mr. Murgatroyd. There's a fine gentleman for you. He even went to college. Adam Oakart isn't fit to black his boots.
The noble girl seems put out a bit. Good day, Miss Nellie, or may I say, dear Miss Nellie.
Good afternoon, Mr. Murgatroyd, and you may say anything you like.
What lovely posies. May I have one
Of course.
from your tender hand? Would you place it here?
It's only a daisy.
Only a daisy, a pure, white, fresh daisy, in the clear, clean bloom of spring. How refreshing you are.
How pretty you phrase things. I grow so tired of other people and their coarse ways.
Let me tell you of Bridgeport, Nellie.
Bridgeport, the big city, oh, how I'd love to live there.
And you shall, with me. You have only to say the word.
Sir, I know I'm only a country girl, unused to city ways, but that does not permit you to insult me.
Insult you? Why, no, Nellie, you misunderstand me if you think that. Why, I have always loved you. From that first morning when I saw you swinging on the barnyard gate, calling the pigs, have I loved you. And from that first idle hour when you and I walked hand in hand together through the hayloft, collecting eggs, have I loved you. And now, I beg you, I throw myself at your feet, I ask you, I plead with you to be my bride.
No, no, that can never be. I love another. Have from tenderest infancy been promised to Adam Oakart.
Adam Oakart, he does not love you.
How dare you?
Forgive me for sullying your ears with this, Nellie, but have you ever heard of the notorious Ida Rheingold?
Ida Rheingold, the famous college widow?
None other.
Why do you mention her by her name to me?
She is an old flame of Adam's. He met her once on a trip to New Haven.
Adam false to me? I cannot believe it.
Then believe your own eyes.
Adam approaches. He is walking with that strange woman. He is assisting her up the garden path. Tell me, Mr. Murgatroyd, is that the notorious Ida Rheingold?
None other.
He takes her arm. He smiles at her tenderly. Oh, Adam! Adam! Oh, my Adam!
There, Nellie. You are distraught. You must be brave. You must not let him see you weeping.
You are right, Monroe. Thank you for your counsel. Adam Oakart shall never see me weeping.
Nellie, wait. The game is mine.
I find these country lanes quite unsuitable to my town-bred feet. Thank you for the generous use of your arm.
Well, quite all right, Marm. Glad to be of service. Is this where you left your boat?
Yes, I left it moored to the riverbank, yonder.
This is the widow Lovelace's cottage. Do you know her?
Why, no, I know no one in these parts. I was nearly taking a paddle up the river when I sprung a leak. But I'm sure that you can help me.
Well, horses is my line, but I'll do my best.
Oh, but wait.
Yes,
I will
Marm?
talk with you.
Yes, Marm?
Tell me, are all the men in this neighborhood as handsome and stalwart as you are? Oh, but no, that couldn't be. Otherwise, Connecticut would be populated by Greek gods.
Shucks, Marm. I ain't so handsome. Why, there's lots more handsome than me. Take Buchanan for one.
Buchanan?
Why, he's my horse. And he's as pretty a piece of horse flesh as you ever set eyes on. Why, his eyes are soft and gentle like that velvet. And his mane is as long and silky as your hair. And his hocks are like your ankles.
Sir, you insult me. How dare you compare me
I shouldn't have spoke so hasty.
But wait, we can easily remedy that. You shall see my ankle.
Oh, no, Marm.
Then you can decide which is most beautiful.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary.
Come, not afraid? Afraid of a pretty woman's ankle? Or shall I say a woman's pretty ankle?
If he looks, he is not the man I thought him.
Well, has the cat got your tongue? What do you think of it?
Well, mighty nice, Marm, but you can't attend him.
You stupid fool! How can you prefer a horse's ankle to a woman's?
Oh, I don't, Marm. Why, Nellie's got awful nice hocks.
Another horse, I presume?
Oh, no. Why, Nellie's the most elegant, the most talented, the most wonderful gal in the whole world. When the goldenrod blooms, we're to be wed.
What is it, Mom? It's a bee! Oh, I'm mortally afraid of bees!
Oh, don't worry, Marm, I'm here. Don't be afeard.
Save me!
Gosh.
Well, I hope you're not intruding. Come, Monroe.
Hello, Nellie. Gosh, you're just in time to help me.
Help you indeed. You seem to be doing quite well without me. Come, Monroe. Let's leave Mr. Oakheart to his own devices.
Yes, boys will be boys.
Oh, where am I? Where am I?
Well, right here in New Haven County, Connecticut.
In your arms?
Well, calculate so.
How dare you take advantage of my indisposition? Unloose me, or I shall scream for help! Help!
Shh, don't scream. I don't think Nellie would understand. I have to go after her in the summer border.
Help!
Oh, don't scream. Nellie! Don't scream. Nellie! Don't scream.
And I hear a cry for help.
This son of a blacksmith took advantage of me!
Why, you cur! One of nature's tenderest creatures, and you insulted her? Why, if I had my way, you'd be whipped out of the county.
Now, wait just a minute, stranger. I don't think you got the straight of this.
The same old story. A man taking advantage of a woman's simple courtesy. Now leave before I forget that I'm a gentleman.
But the lady asked me to fix her boat.
Fix her boat. A likely story. Now be gone before I summon Miss Nellie back in here and pour into her ear the story of your wicked perfidy.
Oh, no, don't tell Nellie. I'll go. But when I've got the whole of this thing figured out, I'll return. There's something around here that smells, and I don't mean the livery stable.
You're right.
Go!
Oh, woman, strangest of all creations. How can man ever hope to understand you?
Silly bumpkin!
Nice work, Ida. You managed well.
And the girl, the silly, simpering Nellie.
Mine! All mine! But you must help me further. You must convince her that she is to leave with me tonight. Advise her that it's for her own good, and have her put it in writing.
But what influence can I, a perfect stranger, have upon her?
She is like all women, easily led, weak, vain. If only she will forget Adam Oakheart.
Oh, he loves her better than he loves his horse. He loves her as I once thought you loved me. Why, the loss of her will break his heart.
What matter that? Her acceptance then, tonight, in writing?
But why in writing?
For two reasons. One, as evidence that she will accompany me willingly, in case her stout-hearted swain should seek to interfere. And two, to convince her doubting, dying mother that I am in truth in possession of such a letter. Do you understand?
Only too well. You would ruin her character.
Character, my dear Ida, is a gentleman's stock in trade. You have spent all yours, and I never had any. Now, I will send her to you. Do your work well, and diamonds shall be yours.
I'll do my work well, but not for the love of you, Monroe Murgatroyd. She's in the clouds, and threatening clouds they are. I shall get her to write one line to Murgatroyd, and then the reward. Dresses and gold and diamonds are precious in my eyes. Oh, how they set my gypsy blood aglow! But revenge, oh, revenge for the world's wrongdoings is sweet, sweeter than diamonds. She shall leave her home, and then the public exposure, and the shame that I have known, and all Ida Rheingold's doings, all her doings, all her doings!
What? You here alone? Where is Adam?
Oh, he fled after basely insulting me.
Insulted you? How?
Well, he asked me to be his wife.
I do not believe you.
What matter? I refused his rude advances.
Adam loves me. Or did so once.
You're a stupid fool. Did I not see you walking with Monroe Murgatroyd?
You know him?
Only by reputation. And what a reputation. 99 and 44/100% bad. What a fortunate girl you are.
Fortunate.
Why, to have Monroe Murgatroyd at your feet. Think of what he presents. A life of brilliance. Traveling about from place to place. Plenty of dresses, gold, diamonds. What a fool she is to believe all of this.
You think I should accept his offer? Accompany him to Bridgeport?
By all means.
But it would break my poor mother's heart. And Adam, what about Adam?
Adam? What life does Adam offer? A home in a livery stable? Toiling from morning till night? Rags, wretchedness, without one ray of hope to lighten the gloom.
Don't talk like that!
Don't believe her.
You must be mad to lose this opportunity. Why not write one line to Murgatroyd to say you'll go with him?
I can't! I can't!
Have you no spirit? Have you no pride? Is it pity you feel for Adam Oakart? Pity when you saw him with your own two eyes, ogling me?
You are right! I will go to Bridgeport!
Good. Write Murgatroyd a note now.
But why write? He is close by.
Well, because no well-bred Bridgeport lady accepts a gentleman's propositions verbally.
No? Very well then. Where is pen and paper?
I have it in my reticule. I have always found that it pays to get a gentleman's proposals in writing. I also have an envelope and a pen. A lady should always be prepared.
How should I begin? Dear Mr. Murgatroyd?
Oh no, how about Dearest Monroe?
But that's so familiar.
And what could be more familiar than going with Amanda Bridgeport?
Dearest Monroe, I am doing wrongly, very wrongly, but I trust to your honor and the love you say you bear me. I will fly, but take me away tonight so that I may never look upon the faces here again. I trust to you. Do not let me trust in vain. Nellie. He will marry me, won't he?
Oh, he's a gentleman, and he will keep his word. Stay then, and sign the envelope. There, that is done. So far, so well.
No, give it back. I cannot send that letter.
I'll take care of this.
Excuse me, mister.
You, come here. You will take this message and deliver it to Mr. Murgatroyd. You'll find him yonder with the pigs.
But the pigs don't read, lady.
No, no, no. And don't let anyone see you deliver it. And wait. Here's a dime for you. Take it. Take it.
Should I, Miss Nellie?
As you wish. Only I really
Good
have...
courage, dear. Good courage. It will be all right.
What does she want, the dime?
It will be all right. Keep a stiff upper lip. Come with me. I'll help you pack.
Oh, now something's up. Ladies don't give gentlemen a dime unless something's up. I know that for a fact. It's a letter. Craig, you're writing on the outside. I've seen him do this at the post office. Well, it's coming out. Good thing I had onions for supper. Oh, murder!
What were you doing there, Mookie?
Nothing, Marv.
What ails you? Have you gone mad? Where's the line?
No, you got brains up to man, Marv.
What you got behind your back?
Nothing, Marv. See?
Let's see the t'other hand.
Nothing, only more so, Marv.
I saw you. You was reading a letter.
Oh, you're right, like Deacon John and Ace. I can't tell a lie, but it's a letter here for
Mr. Murgatroyd, who from?
I cannot stand this any longer. I must see Nellie and explain. Evening, Marm.
Oh, Adam, that letter, tell me what it is. Mookie can't read and I haven't my specs.
Well, of course, Marm. Let me see the letter, Mookie. Nellie's handwriting.
Nellie's writing to Mr. Murgatroyd that what he said was true.
What did he say, Marm?
He said, better read the letter, Adam. I grow faint.
Oh, I see it all now. Nellie's sending love notes. Oh, what a fool I've been.
what does it mean? Good girls don't write letters to summer boarders.
I don't know what it means. Nellie, come here.
Oh, no, Miss Nellie, that was all my fault.
Yes, Mother?
Nellie, that letter from you to Mr. Murgatroyd, what does it mean?
Oh, Mother!
That what he said was true? Answer me, child. Answer me. It is true. My heart.
Mother!
Stay away. I will not have your hands touching me.
But you're ill!
Mookie will help me. Even though he be no kin of mine, he is loyal and honest and good. Can you say as much? Look me in the eye and say as much.
Oh, Mother!
Better read the letter, Adam.
'Tis better than I expected. The mother dying and the girl shamed before the world.
It is not mine to read.
Read the letter, Adam. I will know the truth before I die.
Dear Mr. Murgatroyd, you have asked me to go away from home. I own I've been dazzled by the thought of a grander home than I could ever hope for in Bridgeport. But if I go, I will break two hearts that love me better than life. I have been wavering, but I am strong now, all the stronger for temptation. My decision is irrevocable. I will not leave my happy home.
Nellie!
Mother!
I die content.
Curses! Foils!
see you sure giving warning signs. Yeah.
Go and see. We haven't an egg in the house. And now, with the new sign up, a boarder may approach us at any time.
Boy, oh boy, poor Miss Nellie. Ever since her ma died so sudden last spring and Mr. Oakhart left town so hasty-like, well, she ain't been herself. Grieving her pretty little heart away ever since I failed to deliver that doggone letter. Then Mr. Murgatroyd, he ups and leaves right quick like, right after she repulsed him. Now she's living here all by herself. Saving me, of course, trying to keep her body and shoe soles together. Why, that poor little gal don't even go dancing no more. How she used to love that square dance. She's a kid by the...
Give us the information we require.
Oh, Mama, this could not possibly be the place. We could never be comfortable here.
Silence, miss. I've had quite enough of your whims for one day. Lorette, approach the rude fellow. Ooh la la! Mais oui, mais oui! Monsieur!
She calling her sewer.
You are the country farmer, no?
What kind of language you talking there, lady? You one of those French maids I hear tell of, huh?
You're so big, so strong, so handsome.
Who are you talking about, lady?
And that air. I love that air. Remind me of my fireman lover. He is so warm. Come, come, Fleurette, we are waiting. Tell me, monsieur, is this the house of the Mademoiselle Nellie?
Well, maybe it is, and maybe it ain't. And if you're bill collectors, it ain't.
Don't be absurd. My French maid was inquiring if we are seeking a temporary abode. They told us that the station Miss Lovelace occasionally accommodates lodgers.
Well, that'd be true if you're females. Be females?
Certainly we're females. Ooh la la.
Hot dang, I'll say they're females.
Ma, what is this? You put me in a pet.
Silence, miss. I am handling this. Certainly this is the retreat for which we are searching. That dreadful man shall never find you here.
But Mama, I love him.
Silence. My good man.
She thinks I'm a good man.
Summon your mistress. I would speak with her.
You want me to summon my... Sir! Sir!
What on earth is that?
Well, I'm calling old Bess, just like you said.
Oh, Beth.
Well, it's my pet pig, I reckon. She's my mistress. I spend more time with her than I do anybody else. Sir! Wait, wait! Sir! Wait, wait!
Chip, chip, chip.
Wait, wait!
Chip, chip, chip.
Wait, wait!
Oh, good day.
Summon your mother, girl. I would speak with her.
Oh, if only I could, dear dead soul. I'm sorry, ma'am, but my mother has passed from this vale of wrath and tears. She dwells in eternal glory.
But you, a mere chit of a child, you do not live here all alone.
Oh, no, not all alone, ma'am. Mother often comforts me from her grave yonder.
I've been informed that you take in lodgers. I would like accommodations for myself and daughter, as well as our French maid.
I fear our humble abode is too simple for such fine folks as you, ma'am.
Nonsense. It's just what we are seeking. My daughter Leonie has formed an unholy attachment for an adventurer. I wish to separate them. The more rural and detached the atmosphere, the better. You understand?
Only too well, ma'am.
I am Mrs. Upson Asterbilt. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Not the Mrs. Upson Asterbilt, widow of the rich Mr. Upson Asterbilt, the Wall Street financier?
I am. Since my husband's death a year ago and my return from points abroad, I've been in full control of his fortune. It amounts to $750 million. How much is the rent here?
$3.50 a week, ma'am.
Make it $3 for Leonie and myself, $2 for Fleurette, and we shall remain.
As you wish, ma'am. I am honored to have such fine folks my guests.
Then show us to our rooms. I wish to freshen up before dinner.
Dinner, ma'am? But we've already ate.
Oh, yes, I do believe in this part of the world you have that unearthly meal known as supper. Well, I suppose when one is in Rome, one must do as the Romans and fiddle while it burns.
Follow me, ma'am.
Come, Leone. Florette, use the servant's entrance.
No, Mamma, I refuse to enter such a vulgar hostel.
Miss, you will obey me or I will cut you off without a penny.
I'll run away. I promise you, Mamma, I'll run away.
Run away, to be sure. And where would you run to? I promise without your fortune, this so-called sweetheart of yours would not look at you twice. No, miss, you will obey me. And from this point on, I will not even hear mention the name of Monroe Murgatroyd.
Could it be?
You wrong him, Mamma. You wrong him. Monroe is as good as he is handsome. As he is brave. And as loving as he is clever. Oh, how my little heart trembles at the very thought of him.
Oh la la! Young mamselle is so in love. She has arranged for her lover to follow at a discreet distance. I will carry letters between them. Not that it is honorable, but I am well paid, so what I care? I must go now. Tell him where they has taken up their residence. You follow too closely.
I dare not let her out of my sight. How she has won my heart, the little vixen. Where is my darling Leone, Florette?
With the old dragon, in yonder house. They have taken up lodgings.
In yonder house? But stay. This place has a familiar look. That house. That riverbank. That cow. Amazement! It is the home of Nellie Lovelace. What cruel fate has brought the Astorvilles here?
Sure, you know this Nellie Lovelace?
No. How would I know the widow's daughter? If I'm to remain in these parts, I must adopt a disguise. Tell your young mistress that I am nearby, and to have no fear, have her meet me at the Crossroads in 1 hour.
Oui, 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 oui.
Well, go now and advise her. Oh, all right. Here's a 5-cent piece for you.
Merci, merci.
What are you doing?
I know you, monsieur, so I bite the bird on the feeder. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la.
What a precious little baggage she is. Were it not for her mistress's pecuniary advantages, I might find her a willing one. Perhaps after I have possessed the rich Leone Astorvilles. Oh, we shall see, we shall see. Fortunately, I have considered this possibility, and I have brought with me a disguise. It will conceal me utterly. No one will be the wiser that Monroe Murgatroyd has returned to his former haunts.
Hallelujah! Old Biddy finally come through! A double yoker!
My old friend Mookie McGuggins. I'll play a little trick on him and test my disguise at the same time. Young man, come here.
Why, who's that old gaffer? Never saw him around here before. Must be a stranger in these parts. Who you be, old gaffer?
Just a poor old man who's lost his way. Ain't so young and spry as I used to, by cracky.
Where do you hail from, stranger?
Over yonder.
Over New Haven way. Be you one of those Smith brothers from the cough drop factory?
Oh, no! What was that?
Old Biddy might have said, but I ain't gonna.
The widow's daughter and my former love, I must make myself scarce.
Who was that old gentleman, Mookie?
Oh, some old guy from New Haven way, ma'am.
Strange. His back had a familiar look. But no, I have not seen him before. I am sure of it. Looky, we must have some eggs for supper.
Miss Nellie, we had an egg.
A number of eggs. Here is $1. Thank heavens, Mrs. Astorville paid her rent in advance. Go into the village and purchase the necessary provender.
Why, a whole $1? I ain't seen so much money in a month on Mondays.
Spend it wisely, Mookie. It must buy us all food for a week. The rest of the money I must put by for the mortgage.
Miss Nellie, why don't you take that offer from the railroad company? They want powerful bid, to buy this property so they can put a bridge over the river there.
No, it was my mother's last abode. I shall never leave it. By willful behavior, I caused her death.
Right.
Now she lies buried in yonder pasture. No, I shall never leave her last resting place.
Well, me nothing. Me nothing, Miss Nellie.
Go now, Mookie, and return. We'll talk no more of selling out to the railroad.
Okay.
If Adam would only return.
Yeah.
Oh, God, turn back my page of life beyond that accursed day.
Good enough. Boy, oh boy, poor Miss Nellie, how she blames herself, pining away over her lost love. Now listen up. Adam Oakart left town, and some say he took to drinking hard liquor just to forget it. Now, Mr. McCloskey and Mr. McHugh were down in New Haven last week, and they saw Adam so drunk he couldn't even stand up while he was stumbling from pillar to post, hardly able to keep his head up so people could see him. And that's a doggone shame, because he was a nice young fella, too. Now, I gotta go buy me some eggs. Wait a minute, why should I go buy eggs when old Frank Perdue has got a hen house down his as big as all outdoors? Miss Nellie said, Mookie, you spend that money wisely. What could be better, what could be wiser than not spending it at all? And some people think old Mook don't have both oars in the water.
Now to get a glimpse of my darling Leonie. A pebble tossed upon the window.
Well, as I live and breathe, Monroe Murgatroyd.
Her name's Ida Rheingold.
Monroe, what are you doing behind that hedge?
Be you speaking to me, young miss?
Oh, come off it, Monroe. I'd recognize the back of your neck anywhere.
Why is she here? Has she followed me, even as I have followed Leonie? Merely rehearsing for an amateur theatrical, my dear Ida.
Oh, yeah? And what part do you play? A dish of spinach?
Come, Ida, come. I must not be seen by anyone in that house.
Oh, no? Then you'll tell me what the game is, or I'll call your name high, wide, and handsome.
Silence, you jade. Would you ruin all?
What's up?
Well, since you left me so suddenly last spring...
Oh, yeah. Sent to jail on your false charges.
Why, Ida, you wronged me. You were arrested while plying your trade in Bridgeport.
Be that as it may, I am still your wife.
Hush, you'll spoil my plans.
But wait, this place looks familiar. Why, this is the home of Nellie Lovelace. You're not still pursuing that game after she spurned you?
No, the blunder is far greater this time. None other than the wealthy heiress Leonie Astorville.
Leonie Astorville? And you?
Yes, the girl has taken quite a fancy to me, but her mother has forbidden.
Her mother's forbidden it, eh?
Yes, she has brought her here, hoping that she will forget me.
Ha! As if any woman can forget Monroe Murgatroyd.
I fear, though, that the game is up. While certainly the young scamp would run off with me at a moment's notice, it would do me no good because her mother would disinherit her.
Suppose, just suppose, Monroe, that I could help you with this little game.
You help me? How?
Never mind. What's in it for me?
Well, You mean to say, Ida, that you could obtain her mother's consent to our union?
I do. But what's in it for me? And figure it in thousands. They're much easier to count.
Well, I don't believe that you could, but if you could...
Suppose on the morning of your marriage, you promise me a cool 5,000, and then on goes my patent. Peculiar, particular, screw.
Done. But what is your patent, peculiar screw?
Never mind. That's my business. I'll not have you poaching on my preserves. Is it agreed?
Agreed. Here's my hand on it.
It's a bargain.
I can't imagine what your hold on Mrs. Astorville is, but apparently you have a hold.
A hold. A grip. Man alive, a grip.
To the test, then. I can face her openly. No further need of this.
But wait, not yet. I have need of a certain photograph. I have it in my rooms. I shall return shortly.
All right. I've asked Leonie to join me at the Crossroads. Meet us there.
And beware, Monroe Murgatroyd, how you play me false. I'm no longer the innocent girl that you pretended to marry before a false clergyman. I'm no longer the sweet, innocent girl that was before you entered my life. Oh no, Monroe Murgatroyd, do not think that you can play any tricks on me. I would turn you over to the police so fast. And I believe I will, once the 5,000 is mine.
Curse her proud spirit. But I need her assistance badly. But once Leonie Astorville is mine, let her try and collect the 5,000.
Monroe Murgatroyd!
Horror! Discovered.
What do you here?
Why, Nellie, I was but passing by and thought I'd stop and pay my respects.
Respect? The only respect you know is for your boon companions, the hogs and serpents. Be off, you wrecker of happy homes.
Nellie, you are a cruel love. Is there no forgiveness for me in those relentless eyes? No light but that of hate and bitter enmity? No pity for me in your heart?
Forgive you? I'd sooner see you dead at my feet. And never darken again these
Curses on the girl. She hates me as though I were poisoned. But I shall have her for my own. I vow it.
He's gone. What a fright he gave me. My heart is going pitty-pat. Why has he returned? He revives old memories of my poor dear mother and good, honest Adam. I shall go and pick some flowers for her grave. Goldenrod, it was to have been my wedding bouquet.
I cannot read. I cannot do anything. Oh, dear. The more I try to forget him, the more I can only be happy with him constantly at my side. Oh, Monroe, Monroe, Monroe. How we are apart.
Ah, Miss Leonie, out enjoying the country air? Isn't it sweet? Isn't it fragrant?
You quite startled me.
I am unwelcome.
Oh, no, not that.
You seem unhappy, child. Why don't you confide in me?
Confide in you, but you're scarcely older than am I.
Perhaps not in years, but I have life's bitterest dregs.
And you seem so young. Pretty, too.
Why should you be so unhappy? You have a kind mother who lives and who gives you everything you could want. Her loving care, more books than you can read. My, what a size!
Yes, I have everything I could wish, but one thing.
You don't mean. I believe you do mean a sweetheart.
How did you know?
It is written in your dancing eyes.
Yes, I am in love. Deeply, passionately, constantly.
Won't you tell me about him?
While coming down from Bangor on the Eastern train, after weeks of hunting in the woods of Maine, quite extensive whiskers, light mustache as well, sits a handsome stranger, tall and fair and swell. Empty seat beside him, no one at his side, as into a pleasant station the Eastern train doth glide. Enter aged couple, take the hindmost seat. Enter lovely maiden, bewitching and petite. Blushingly she murmurs, "Is the seat engaged?" See the elder couple, properly enraged. Stranger, quite delighted, sees her ticket through. Thinks of him the tunnel, and knows what he will do. So they sit and chatter, as the cinders fly, until the handsome stranger gets one in the eye. Maiden, sympathetic, turns her quick about, and says, "Sir, if you please, may I try and take it out?" Soon the handsome stranger feels her tender touch, and hears her softly murmur, "Does it hurt you much?" Whiz, bang, boom, into the tunnel quite. All is glorious darkness, as black as Egypt's night. Out into the daylight glides the Eastern train. Stranger's hair is ruffled, just the slightest grain. Maiden is all blushes, and there next appeared a tiny little earring caught in the stranger's beard.
Miss Leone, that was most forward of you.
It was fun. I only wish it had only been longer.
And what does your dear mother say of all this?
She objects, of course. That is why she has torn us apart. But I've decided to act without her consent. I'm meeting them at the Crossroads shortly.
Leone, my dear, don't let your love for this unprincipled stranger be a blight upon you. I disobeyed my mother by loving without her knowledge, and I have suffered bitterly for it. That is why I'm now dependent upon taking in lodgers, ever tormented with remorse for having broken a heart that loved me better than everything in the world.
How wonderful! You've really broken a heart?
I am serious.
How I should like to break a heart,
Miss Leone.
but I will not, unless it is my own if I cannot have my own way. I don't believe the gentlemen of the present day have hearts, only eyeglasses. Come, Belly. May I call you Nellie? And you shall call me Leone. We'll be such good friends. Tell me of your lover. Not of the one with the broken heart, but the one you loved unwisely, but too well.
He was handsome, tall, and dark, and with a smile of conscience power.
Oh, this is almost describing my Monroe. Oh, Monroe Murgatroyd. He is the one I've been telling you of. Monroe Murgatroyd. Do you know him?
No, certainly not. Oh, I must save this child from a fate worse than mine. Leone, dear friend, will you do something for me?
Of course, Nellie.
These flowers I have gathered from my mother's grave, you will find it yonder, under the old oak in the pasture. Will you take them there for me?
I'd love to, Nellie.
Murgatroyd, the man she loves, or thinks she does. It is my duty to save her, and I shall. Ah, Monroe Murgatroyd, the stake you are playing for is higher than that of the poor country girl.
Right.
But beware, for one whom you little suspect is watching you, and will defeat your game.
Miss Lovelace, have you seen my daughter?
Yes, she is strolling in yonder
she may have gone to seek a rendezvous.
Mrs. Astorbilt, may I speak with you?
I'm all attention.
I have just learned the name of the man your daughter loves. He will bring nothing but shame and sorrow to your heart, as only I can know.
Monroe Murgatroyd?
None other. Are you aware of his real character?
No, except that I have made a few inquiries and found that he's not one of the Boston Murgatroyds. What do you know of him?
Alas, that is a sad story, and too long to tell. That I do know him well is enough. Oh, man, don't let him repeat to your daughter what he used to beguile the child of another.
I have already forbidden them to meet.
Do you love your daughter?
Leonie? I adore her. I do not know what I should do if she were to bring disgrace to our name.
Then I must warn you, even now they are planning a meeting.
He's here? Monroe Murgatroyd?
I have seen him lurking about the house. But this is your security. He is nothing but a fortune hunter. Once it is made clear that if Leonie marries without your consent, she is penniless, you will be safe.
You are right. I will see this cad. I shall tell him if he takes Leonie away, I will disinherit and discard her, renounce her forever as my child.
Do that, and all will be well. I shall send Leonie to you. Be steadfast in your resolution. He is a cunning villain. Beware. Oh, beware.
How shall I reason with Leonie? Alas, she has a mind of her own. And yet, he cannot have struck deep into her heart. After one trip on the train? Perhaps a further change of scene will break the fetters of first love. Yes, I shall take her to the capitals of Europe.
I shall speak to the weather-beaten old dragon at once. Ah, there, Mrs. Upson Astorbilt.
You here, Murgatroyd? You presume to follow us, I see. I thought I made it quite clear your attentions were unwelcome.
Curse her cold-bloodedness. Madam, I love your daughter Leonie, and the impulse of my passion must plead my excuse.
Listen to me. Mr. Murgatroyd, I value highly my family's position. The Upson Astorbilt name is an old and respected one. We are looked up to by those who are themselves above blemish and shade. But I tell you, I would sooner see myself trodden down in the worst shade, and my name blackened beyond redemption, than see my daughter your wife. And mark me well, if she is mad enough to flee with you without my consent, I will utterly cast her from me and never look upon her face again.
I'm here, ready to collect the 5,000.
So, sir, I hope that... Who's that woman?
Perhaps you should present me to your friend.
Mrs. Astorbilt, allow me to present an old friend of mine, Miss Ida Rheingold.
Then it is she, my only enemy. Oh, how I'd hate to see her wear that smile, bright with a serpent's glitter. This impertinence passes endurance. Not only do you follow me to this rural retreat, but you presume to impose your disreputable friends upon me as well.
Not so fast, Mrs. Upson Astorbilt. Not so fast. For a disreputable friend, I've certainly been seen with some highly reputable people. Oh, no, not that. Mr. Murgatroyd, would you be kind enough to leave us alone for a few moments? Thank you. Yeah, a little surprised, eh? A little taken back?
I'd hope never to see your face again. I thought you were still at Green Oaks.
I was incarcerated there under false circumstances. Can you say the same?
What do you want of me? Or is this all a hideous dream? You must not remain here. Go, I will pay you anything. I will make any sacrifice to be rid of your hateful presence. What is your price?
My price?
Yes, you can have no other object than blackmail. Destroy that picture. I shall go mad again if the memories of revive surge before me. Memories I fully buried in the wretched past.
Oh, yes. Memories of the lunatic asylum? Memories of the padded cell? What would not your fine social world give to know that the famous Mrs. Upson Astorville is nothing more than a dipsomaniac?
Silence! I've been cured, completely cured.
Nevertheless, you were confined to Green Oaks Asylum, as this photograph taken there proves. Confined there for several years. Well, the Fifth Avenue crowd believe you to be on an extended world tour.
Enough! Say no more. What is your price? Name it and go.
Well, there is my old pal, Monroe Murgatroyd Esquire. He's standing under that tree, yonder. He shall have your daughter.
Never, never. I defy you, Ida Rheingold. Marry my child to such a scoundrel. Never.
Huh. Then I have but one alternative, to proclaim your moral weakness to the world.
No, no, I will not let her be sacrificed. Do your worst. I will not.
I have only to show this photograph to the New York world. Then the entire universe
No! Any price but my daughter's happiness.
And why should she go through this life, upright and unashamed, when I alone unjustly have suffered the tortures of the fallen? No, that is my price. Your consent to your daughter's marriage.
Never, never.
All of you, near and far, come in here.
Oh, no.
Come in here.
Oh, shame, oh, degradation.
There's still time.
Never. Leonie shall not suffer for my sins.
What is it?
Oh, Leonie. Oh, misery. Oh, shame.
Who is this person?
Ida Rheingold Murgatroyd.
Silence, you jade! Leonie, this woman is my sister?
Tell her the truth, Monroe. Tell her the whole truth. Your little plan has foiled. Mrs. Astorville refuses to be blackmailed.
Thanks to me.
Curses! Foiled!
Mama, what is the meaning of all this?
Shall I tell her?
No, I prefer to tell her myself. Leonie, this woman has a hold on me. All those years, you believe me, traveling abroad, I was confined to Green Oaks Asylum for alcoholism. No, do not start. I was discharged as cured.
Confined to an asylum? You, the mother of the girl I wish to marry?
Oh, Mama. Monroe, if you love me, if you have one spark of manly feeling, you will take your sister from my mother's presence.
I beg your pardon. I do not love you. I have no intention of marrying the tainted offspring of a dipsomaniac. Thank heaven, fate has intervened in time.
Wow! Of all the brass! Him turning you down! The pot calls the kettle black, and what a pot!
There's something about the farmer's life I would like to ask of you.
Why, sure, you just fire away there, honey. What did you say your name was? The poor T.T.?
When the chicken she go cluck, 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 does one say she is sitting or setting?
Mademoiselle, it don't make no difference when the chicken go cluck, cluck, whether she's sitting or she's sitting. What I want to know, is she laying or is she lying?
Just a door, just a door.
Which door is shut, ma'am?
No, just a door, just a door.
I'm telling you, the doggone door shut.
No, you do not understand.
Wow, I understand that in any language. Boy, you French maids sure know how to kiss. I ain't heard a smack like that since old Bess pulled her snoot out of the mud.
Red! Red! Are you out there?
Oui, Mademoiselle.
Would you come in the house, please? Mother needs you.
Poor Madame. She is so bitter over what happened this afternoon. It has driven her to drink.
Oh, what did happen? I ain't figured it out yet.
Oh, Mr. Murgatroyd would not marry with Miss Leone when he learned that her mama was, how do you say, a dizzy maniac.
Man, that poor T.T. got me so head up, I calculated I could hatch a set eggs all by myself. Maybe I better go find old Bess. Boogie McGuggins. And Oakart sure is churning butter.
Yes, it's me. Or what is left of me.
Man, and what the heck happened to you? Look at your rumpled clothes and your bloodshot eyes and your breath, Adam.
Drink. It made me forget her. It made me forget that fatal day when I found that Nellie loved another. Why shouldn't I drink? Why, it makes a man of me.
Oh, Adam, what kind of man? I can remember when you were the most chipper young fellow I ever put on a pair of shoes, but now...
Now I'm not fit to live with old Bess. Why, I know I used to never touch drink before my troubles came. You know that, don't you, Mookie?
Yeah, but you still love Miss Nellie, don't you, Adam?
Oh, love her. Why, I love her more than ever. I can't get her out of my thoughts. Why, she haunts my living hours and my sleeping ones.
Oh, what are you doing back in these parts?
I hunger for a glimpse of her.
Well, go on in. She's in yonder house.
Oh, no. Ever see me in this condition? A wretched animal? No, Mookie. Better the river. Tell me, is she well and happy?
Well, yes. Happy. No.
This Monroe Murgatroyd, did he treat her well?
Oh, bless her soul. She never took up with him. She stayed right here, waiting and praying for your return, hoping for your forgiveness, sir.
My forgiveness? I forgive her? One of nature's noblest creations? I'm not fit to grovel at her feet.
Well, tell her that yourself. Come on, I'll call her out.
No, Mookie. I would frighten her in my condition.
Well, I'll tell you what we do then. I'll take you out to my room there in the barn and we'll give you some Lavoris. And you can wear my Sunday best.
No, Mookie, no. Clothes do not make the man. Why, I am a bitter, empty shell of my former self. I am a man no longer. I am fit associate only for the fallen.
Oh, but you come all the way from the city just to see her?
Do this for me, old friend. Call her to the door on some pretext or another. I will wait in the shadows. Do that for me, will you, old friend?
Oh, I'd be proud to, sir. Oh, woman, I calculate that if you had to give an accountant for all the miseries you bestowed on man, you'd be talking right straight to eternity. Oh, Miss Nellie! Miss Nellie!
Her name, her blessed name, even the sound of it makes me more a man. Away, you mocker.
Yes, Mrs. Nellie, there's something I think you ought to know. There's something smart. There's something I ought to... Oh,
spit it out,
you think it's going to rain, Miss Nellie?
Rain? With all the stars out? Certainly not. I only wish I could come out and enjoy it.
Oh, why don't you, miss? Come on.
Because that evil man may be lurking about.
Oh, alas, she knows I'm present.
No, there ain't no evil man out here. There's nobody here but us chickens.
I refer to that villain, that destroyer of female purity, that Monroe Murgatroyd.
Oh, she hates him. She hates him.
No, ma'am, he ain't lurking about.
And if he should come torment Leone further. Set the dogs upon us.
Oh, I'll do that, Miss Nellie, I really will. But tell me, don't you ever think about that young fellow you were going to marry come goldenrod time?
Adam Oakhart? Yes, I think of him often. Often, Mookie. Whenever I pass the livery stable.
Well, it's goldenrod time right now, Miss Nellie. Right now.
What was that?
I think I heard a chicken sneeze.
It's cold out. I'm going to go inside now, Mookie. Good night.
Oh, God bless you, Miss Nellie.
There is a strange foreboding in the air tonight. I have a feeling that all is not well.
She's gone. All gone. And with her going went the sun and the moon and the stars. All is black now. The night is deep and dark. Where is my bottle? Where is my bottle?
Adam, doggone, ain't you had enough to drink? Come on, get up. What? They never had enough. Well, I know that, but I'll tell you what, I got a little jug of cider out in the bar. Now, it's not hard, but it's getting a little stiff. Now, that'll just one second.
Good, kind, generous Mookie.
Yeah, well, come with me, sir. Come on, follow me.
Follow you? Of course I'll follow you. But wait. Wait till the sun shines, Nellie. When the clouds go drifting by, we will be happy, Nellie. Don't you sigh. My old friend Bottle. No, not Bottle. Gone. Oh, gone.
Good.
What good is the casket when the jewel is gone? You know, it's the most extraordinary thing. Most extraordinary. That quantity of liquor I can drink without it affecting me in the slightest. Now, I know some folks who can't take half as much without it affecting their balance. Why, this is the worst paved street in New Haven, bar none. Who said bar? Did I hear bar? Where are you, Mookie? Good, kind, generous, loving friend, Mookie!
Those men, whoever they are gone. I'm alone. I knew it must come to this at last. I can no longer bear my remorse and despair. My plan to blackmail Mrs. Astorbilt has been foiled, and I refuse to be dependent upon the whims of Monroe Murgatroyd. Better the wide, rolling river than that. Better the river. Oh, placid waters, how many dark crimes have you hidden?
Go get him.
How many aching hearts have quenched their anguish in thee? Oh, my whole life seems to swoop before me, as if in a dream. Why did I harm those innocent girls? Sweet Nellie Lovelace, she never did me any harm.
No.
Frivolous Leone Astorbilt, as gay as she is lovely. And I, miserable wretch that I am, have only hatred and jealousy in a heart as black and violet as the river bottom. I shall end it Curses, foiled even in death.
Who are you?
I was once a woman, fair and lovely. Once a girl, waiting for love's first kiss. Once a child, mewing and cooing in my mother's arms.
300 years ago.
That's enough! That's more than enough for one little woman like you. I know you. You're Ida Rheingold, the toast of New Haven.
Yes, and look what's become of me. A crumb, so low I dare not even
from the dust is greater than the hero who conquers the world.
Merciful heaven! My mother's dying words!
I too will be saved. Come, let us go together. Let us go forth and find peace in the soft, sweet solace of religion.
Oh, no! That picture is too bright! It can never be!
Oh, you mistake. Come, let us go forth hand in hand and restore ourselves to society.
Oh, merciful heaven! Grant that the prayer of a poor wretch be heard!
Oh, wait here. I will find Buchanan yonder.
Oh, but wait! Where's my reticule? I know I had it with me. I remember now. I left it by the bank on the river. I thought I left it right here.
I triumph! She will torment me no more!
Ida! Where are you, Ida? What is this? A hat floating in the river? It is Ida's hat, and she has jumped after all? Oh, but stay. What fearful thing is this?
My deadly rival, and I have him in my power.
Who could have done it? We were alone. There was no one around but us. But I in my drunken folly? Oh, but no, I have touched the cup, but not that deeply. But yet, my brain reels. Oh, am I to be branded a murderer? No, it must not, it shall not be.
I will pretend I saw him commit the act.
Here on my bended knees, I swear before heaven never to touch another drop of that which steals men's brains, which robs them of their homes and lives. Oh, Nellie, God forgive me a murderer, and I love you. Oh, I should have never gone to New Haven. I should have stayed with you. Oh, what will she say? Nellie, oh, Nellie, now lost to me forever. Be a whiff.
Look up, Adam Oakart. Do you know me?
What matter who you are?
Do you know what you have done? Do you know that you have murdered Ida Rheingold?
Oh, no! Great Joseph, have you found out already? Is there no hope of escape?
What is this racket I hear?
My loved one, my Nellie.
Adam Oakart, you have returned.
Touch me not, Nellie, touch me not, for I am black with the brand of Cain. Oh, Nellie, try and forget and forgive your Adam.
Adam, what have you done?
Murder, black murder.
Who dares accuse you of so foul a crime?
I do. I saw the deed. I saw it all. As a witness, I accuse him of the crime.
Take your hands from him. I do not believe him guilty.
God bless you, Nellie, God bless you for that.
Look at him. Look at his hands. In one, a knife dripping with gore. In the other, Ida's reticule. Desperate for money, he approaches the helpless female. She struggles. He draws his knife and plunges it into her bosom. She falls. He picks up her lifeless body and throws it into the river. Then he picks up her purse and turns to flee.
No, say no more. The picture you paint is too horrible.
Right.
Adam could not be guilty of such a deed.
If he is innocent, let him prove himself before a jury of his peers.
Right.
If he can.
What business have you in this wretched affair? What are you doing out at 9 o'clock at night?
Curse her proud spirit. I will break it yet. Lily, this has gone far enough. Adam Oakard, as a citizen witnessing a crime, I arrest you for the murder of Ida Rheingold.
No, I will never believe it. He is my Adam, and I love him. Oh, Adam, Adam, why? Why did you ever leave the livery stable?
Well, Miss Nellie, I just come to say goodbye.
Are you all packed, Mookie?
Yeah, all my goods and chattels, like they say in the auction bills.
I hope you do well in the town constabulary.
Well, thank you, Miss Nellie, but you know, if I had my druthers, I'd rather stay right here.
No place for you here, Mookie. I have finally bowed to the importunities of the New York, New Haven, and Hartford, and sold the farm. Before long, great iron monsters will come crashing through here, destroying the peace of the countryside. Destroying the peace of mothers yonder graves. But I had to hire lawyers for Adam.
Boy, there she goes, a sighing again. Lord knows the sun don't shine long for this girl. Well, Miss Nellie, I tell you, I'm most appreciative for everything you've done for me. It's going to be mighty different working in the county jail.
And if you should have a chance to serve Adam, do all you can to lessen the sting of capture.
Oh, I'll do that for you. You betcha I will. The only thing I feels real bad about is you're staying here all by yourself. Even the lady boarders are gone, including Fleur T.T.
Yes. Mrs. Astorville has departed for San Francisco, there to take sail for the Orient. With her unfortunate secret known, she would find no peace here in the East.
Yeah, that Monroe Murgatroyd, he certainly is a nasty one. I gotta believe we're gonna hear of him doing something real bad one of these days.
I'd rather we wouldn't discuss Monroe Murgatroyd. I shudder at the mention of his name.
Why, you're right, Miss Nellie. I won't sully the air by mentioning his name no more. From here on in, we'll call him, Mr. Duckbottom.
That's enough, Mookie. Now, you better be on your way.
Okay, Miss Nellie, goodbye, and thank you for everything you've done for me. I really appreciate it. And you keep a good, stout heart, and don't worry about Adam. He's a Yankee, and you can't keep a good Yankee down. Yankee Doodle with the town riding on a pony.
Good old Mookie. I shall miss him greatly. Beneath that suit of Sears Roebuck, there beats a heart of purest gold.
Ah, my precious beauty. If Monroe Murgatroyd can bring you to your knees, he will stop at nothing to do it. Nellie!
You here?
Why, I came to say goodbye for the last time. I meant only to address you in the formalest of terms, as one who had forfeited your esteem. But as I look into the eyes of the woman I once loved, the old passion is born again and blazes like a flame within me.
You forget, sir. I am fully aware of your double dealery.
You mean that I have loved another? Pooh! My love for Leonie Astorville was but a passing whim. I never really loved her. I was half maddened at the loss of you and looked elsewhere for consolation.
Enough. I am no longer the young girl who is dazzled by your perfidy. You played upon my folly, never upon my love. Fortunately, I found it out. Too late, alas, for my own peace of mind. Monroe, you have done your worst. Leave me.
Done my worst? Little does she know me if she thinks that. Why, even now your beloved son of a blacksmith lies rotting in a cell.
Thanks to your false testimony.
His case remains to be tried. I am a witness and may prove an awkward witness too.
No matter what you say, I will not believe it.
But you are not the judge and jury, and there is but little romance in the breast of a Yankee juryman. He looks only to the facts. And the fact is, I saw Adam slay Ida Rheingold. My evidence will convict him, even as it has caused his arrest.
But you will not give it. Say that you will not.
His life is in your hands.
How can I save him? What can I do? What can I do?
Shall I tell you, Nellie? Loved you. Let us fly away together to another land where in our love unbroken we shall forget the wretched Adam.
No, never! I love him better now though he suffers for a crime which I feel he did not commit than when he were free to go where he would. His happiness I am not fit to have, but his fate I will share.
I alone can save him. The fate you would share rests in my hands.
No, in a higher power than man.
You will ruin him, but listen to me.
Stand off! My place is by his side and not by yours.
Do you hear?
Do your worst, and what that is I know too well.
Rash girl, what would you do?
Save him! I know not how, but I will save him. Were he nothing in the world to me, I would do as much for him, now that I know you hate him, as I loathe you. Why, man, it brings the blush of shame to my cheek to think that ever have I loved such a villain.
My words, Nellie Lovelace, but you shall live to repent them.
Stand off! Do not approach me!
You are young. You are alone. And your sweetheart is a wretched murderer. But I love you with a passion transcending all else.
Stand back! Stand back! I mean the purpose in your eyes!
You are young and beautiful, and thus I bend you to my will. Revenge for this.
Bless you, good Mookie. You came when I needed you most.
Now be on your way, sir, before I turn Spanish and let loose the bull.
I go, but I shall return. I love her more than ever. I will have her. I vow it.
He's gone now, Miss Nellie, and I guarantee he won't come crawling back here no more. But if he does, you just send me a telegram, and I'll come here. You know I will. Don't see my deal. Sing a Pollywaddle all the
I am alone. The past is over. The future, what does it hold? Backward, turn backward, O time in thy flight. Make me a child again, just for tonight. station. How kind it was of the New York, New Haven, and Hartford in my hour of distress to give me a position as crossing watchwoman. Who says corporations are heartless? All my inheritance spent in Adam's defense, without result. He could not break through the horrible evidence of that bill in mine. No, I will not even think his wretched name. At least Adam and I were married by the chaplain in the prison. I have this child to comfort me, sweet little Nell. Little Nellie, come to Mama, dearest. Dear, bright, smiling little girl. How she reminds me of my mother.
Mama, will I go to heaven when I die?
Of course, dearest. All good little girls go to heaven.
Even when they don't have daddies?
Poor, blighted, lonesome little child. Never to know a father's caress.
Mama, what makes you cry? Please don't cry anymore. It makes me want to cry too.
Yes, I must be brave. She must never know the truth about her father. See, I'm not crying anymore, dear. I'm laughing. I'm laughing.
Poor mother, when she dies, she'll surely go to heaven. Father Latest told me so he never tells fibs.
Now, you must go inside, dear. I will be in shortly, as soon as I have flagged the express. It is growing dark. Yes, dear. Climb into your little trundle bed, and Mother will sing. Even though your heart is breaking, you must sing.
Miss Oakart! Hey, Miss Oakart!
Ah, my old friend, Rookie McGuggins, now sheriff of this county.
Hey, Miss Nellie, has the 6 o'clock flyer come through here yet?
Why no, Rookie, it isn't time.
Oh, thank goodness, I thought I missed it.
Missed it? But Rookie, the 6 o'clock express does not stop here, except on signal.
Oh, I got special orders right here. We're taking a prisoner to the penitentiary.
Yeah, this gives me the necessary authority to flag the express. Where is your prisoner, poor fellow?
Oh, over yonder, handcuffed to a tree.
But, Mookie, you cannot leave a man handcuffed to a tree with the night air falling. That's cruel, no matter what he has done. What if it should rain?
Well, it don't make no difference to this fella, Miss Nellie. If it's rain, they're going to hang him out to dry, and if he's dry, he's just going to be hung.
How dreadful. Anyone I know?
Yes, Miss Nellie, it's your husband.
Adam! Here?
Hey,
With you?
Hey, yes, I'm afraid so it is. I told you we had to transfer him to the state penitentiary.
Then his last appeal has failed.
I think so, Miss Nellie. There ain't nothing left of him but the gallows.
Oh, Mookie, how awful!
Well, my fault. Can't blame me. I'm just following the law.
I do not blame you, good Mookie. You are only doing your duty. But surely I may speak to him, to murmur my last farewell.
Oh, you know, I can't speak to him. That's against orders. Why, he's a special kind of prisoner. He's a murderer, and we got to take special care of him.
What are you doing? Surely you do not believe those calumnies.
Well, I can't say as I do, Miss Nellie, but the law's the law, and I'm paid to withhold it.
Mookie, do you love me?
Why, sure I do, Miss Nellie, in a respectable way, of course. You were always good to old Bess and me.
Then you will do a great thing for my sake?
Well, let's see him, sure. What do you think I showed up early for?
Thank you, good Mookie. But it is much more than that I am asking.
More than that? Well, what could be more than that?
Mookie, prisoners have escaped before now.
Escape?
Why not? I must not shrink from saving him at any cost. Oh,
stripes has entered into my blood. The very garment of crime makes me feel as those who wear them more justly.
Listen carefully. Mookie has decided to permit your escape.
My escape? Do you mean? Yes, sir.
Come, I will hide you in our cell until all search is past. There, you may make the acquaintance of our daughter.
Our daughter, you say? We have a daughter? Oh, Mookie! I cannot thank you now, but someday, when I have proved my innocence, you shall not repent it.
Mookie had nothing to do with
This way, Adam. Love, husband.
Hey, the way Mookie finally get a job and then you blow it, just like that. Well, it went against my sworn oath of office, but what the heck, there was nothing but a whole lot of duck bottom words anyway. Hey, here's the postman. I'll go see if he's got any mail from Miss Nellie.
Thank heaven, he is carefully preserved in the fruit cellar. Now, I must go about my duties as though nothing untoward has occurred.
Hey, Miss Nellie, here's a letter from some strange foreign land, California, Los Angeles or something.
Thank you, Mookie. Now, who could be writing me from California? Amazement! It is from Leonie Asterbilt. Why would she be writing me?
Does she say anything about Flora TT?
But this is incredible news! Mookie, listen! I write to tell of my bereavement. My mother has passed away. On her deathbed, she confessed to a dreadful crime. On the night preceding our departure from your abode, she stabbed Ida Reingold and flung her body into the river. My only hope is no one has suffered for the deed for which she alone was guilty. Signed, Leonie Asterbilt. Heaven has answered my prayer!
That means that Mr. Adams is innocent, and he always has been.
Mookie, hasten to town. Fetch the proper authorities and bring them here.
Oh.
Tell them I have proof of Adam's guiltlessness.
You betcha will. Wait a minute, let me have the letter. You better take it with me.
Oh no, it is priceless. I dare not let it from me.
Oh, okay, well, you keep smiling. I'll be back in an hour.
I always knew the truth would come to light, but I never suspected Mrs. Asterbilt of so foul a crime.
No.
She must have done it in a drunken frenzy. Let me read the letter again. I hear a voice crying. Over there. Who could it be?
Step on it!
Go in the house. Some strange man crawling on the ground.
Water! Water!
Throw him in the river.
He is hurt. He is dying. Here, drink.
I'm in the crack.
Thank you! More! More!
Who are you?
A foot-sore fellow creature! A dying man! More! More!
Some poor tramp thrown from a passing train by a cruel brakeman. Unfortunate wretch, today, in my joy, my heart overflows with kindness.
Watch that water.
Thank you! That brings strength to me! I am a man once more! I was dying! You have saved my life! Yes, I can feel the blood rushing to my heart! Now I have the strength to face my pursuers!
Who are you?
Why do you shrink from me like all the rest?
Monroe Murgatroyd!
Are you so timid that the sight of a poor, starved, footsore fellow creature frightens you?
Yes!
What is there to fear from me?
Everything!
Nellie Lovelace!
Nellie Oakhart! I am Adam Oakhart's wife! What evil chance has brought you here?
Still the same proud Nellie. And yet, your circumstances seem strangely altered. Your garden of goldenrod, now a railroad crossing. Your beautiful cottage, a signal station.
I have remained faithful, Monroe. Can you say as much?
So, my rival still holds your affections? You still love the vile murderer?
Oh, no. Murderer no more. I have here the full confession of his crime. Never on their deathbed by the one who did the deed.
Do you speak true? Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Curses beaten everywhere. Where is the son of a blacksmith?
This letter has just arrived. Even now I am waiting for the proper authority who will order Adam's release.
You are alone? You hold in your hand the evidence that will set him free. If it were destroyed, all proof.
Run, child! Fetch your father!
Aha, my rival is here already free and in convict garb as I leave and breathe. Isn't he the handsome creature?
Who is that man? Wait, I recognize that picture laugh.
Beware, Adam, beware. It is our deadly enemy, Monroe Murgatroyd. He has in his possession a letter proving your innocence.
Give it to me, sir.
Give it to you.
Monroe Murgatroyd, I'm beginning to think that you don't like me.
Stand back! Don't like you. You are the bitterest curse of my life. My first revenge broke down and you escaped, but now I have you in my power.
No, no. Have mercy. Mercy.
Mercy? Never!
What are you going to do?
There is a bullet in this gun that is intended for him who I hate.
Whom you hate?
Or perhaps for this little grammarian here. Yeah, stand back. One step closer and the bullet shall be your child.
You villain.
All in my power. Adam shall die, but not from my gun. Not so the guilt will be mine, but a nameless death. The death of an escaping convict.
Oh!
Child, find a piece of rope.
What are you going to do?
He's over there.
Animal cart to the railroad
Not
track.
that! Not that!
Do as I command, or the bullet shall be your child.
Do as he says, Nellie. There's no reasoning with such a viper.
Give the rope to your mother.
Here, Mama. What are we going to do?
What would you have me do?
Bind him to the railroad tracks at the peril of your child's life.
No! No!
Obey him, Nellie. What is my useless life compared to little Nell's?
Bind your husband to the railroad tracks, or just as I will bind you to my will. Now make the knots tight. I am watching you.
Adam! My poor Adam! Saved, only to be lost again!
I die willingly to save you, Nellie.
Save me from what? From a fate worse than death? Man, have you no pity in your soul?
None for the proud Nellie Lovelace. Revenge and cruelty have always been my mastering emotions. Why, even as a child, I would pluck the wings from moths to watch them squirm. You little brat!
Run, Nellie! Run into the woods and hide!
Stop! Curse it!
Thank heaven! At least she is safe from...
Be not so sure. I heard wolves howling before.
Even a wolf!
We shall retire into the house, there to watch from yonder window.
No, not that!
Yes, that. Come, come.
Villain, vile villain, isn't no power on earth to stay your purpose? Has heaven forgot the poor blacksmith's son?
Come, my proud beauty, I have you in my power. Who is to say me nay? Who?
Oh, is there no power in heaven or on earth? Aye, sir, on earth! Quick, Lucy, free me! Who's going to stay here? Oh, I told you I better was stuck on him.
So, he seeks to defeat my plan? Never!
If we get you out there, then I'll let you loose quicker than these.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, sir!
Little do you know, my And now, my friend, our ancient score shall be settled too. The world shall believe that both the keeper and the convict died in the attempted escape.
Let me out! Let me out!
Never! This is my hour of triumph. Help! Help!
Help! Help! Nellie, quick! Close our bonds! Oh, no, our last hope is gone! Is this then to be the end?
Whose voice is that?
It is I, Ida Reingold!
Is this some specter come to haunt me? Some shade of my wretched past?
Not so! Monroe! I am flesh and blood!
Well, then set me free quickly. There's not a moment to lose. Any minute the train will sweep across the trestle.
Loose you, vile villain! I would rather see you burn in the darkest flames below! Animal heart alone shall have my succor!
No, no, we've got a moment to lose! Free Mookie first! Oh, Adam, after you!
Help! Help!
Watch out!
Save me! Mercy!
Look, Nellie, all the danger is past.
Then you are safe, dear husband?
Yes, all are saved except...
Except old Duck Bottom, no, he's twice the man he used to be. A little bit there, a little bit there.
Cruel safe, even for a villain. Perhaps he really didn't mean any harm.
Kind, tender Nellie, always forgiving her enemies.
And whom I'm to thank for this great service.
Me, Ida Reingold!
Then you are not dead.
No! When I was shoved into the river, I struck out. Being a pretty good swimmer, I was once a bathing beauty. I reached the opposite shore. Weak and wounded. I knew not my identity. Why, I was taken to a convent of good sisters, headed up by Sister Alice Cooney. Only this morning I recovered my memory. Well, I set out for here and, well, you know the rest.
Dear good Ida, you came most opportunely.
Now all the clouds of our lives have passed. No shadow flecks the presence of my brave, my tempted, my tried, but ever true Nellie. Oh, that's enough! That's more than enough for one little woman like you. I know you. You're Ida Reingold, the toast of New Haven.
Yes, and look what's become of me. A crumb. So low, I dare not even ask your forgiveness.
You did me a cruel wrong, Ida.
Jump.
Thank you for those generous words. I need all the forgiveness I can get.
You weren't thinking of the river.
What else is there for me?
Then you are indeed a fallen creature? Then you have the greatest claim upon my compassion. For he that lifts a fellow fallen creature from the dust is greater than the hero who conquers a world.
My mother's dying words.
I too will be saved. Come, let us go together. Let us find peace in the soft, sweet solace of religion.
Oh no, that picture is too bright. It cannot be.
Oh, you mistake. Come, let us go together hand in hand and restore ourselves to society.
Oh, merciful heaven, grant that the prayer of a poor wretch be heard.
Wait here. I will find Buchanan yonder.
Enough for a phone.
But where's my reticule? I had it with me. I remember. I left it by the river bank. I think I dropped it right here.
I'm drunk! She will torment me no more!
Ida! Where are you, Ida? Ida! Ida! What's this? A hat floating in the river? Ida's hat? Then she has jumped after all? But stay. What fearful thing is this?
My deadly rival, and I have him in my power.
Who could have done it? We were alone. There was no one around but us. Could I, in my drunken folly? Oh, but no. How about that?
You could have, but you didn't.
Oh, am I to be branded a murderer? Oh, no, it must not. It shall not be.
I saw him with the axe.
Here on my bended knees, I swear before heaven never to touch another drop of that which steals men's brains, which robs them of homes and lives. Oh, Nellie, God forgive me, a murderer, and I love you. I should have stayed with you. I should have never gone to New Haven. Oh, what will she say? Oh, Nellie, now lost to me forever.
Look up, Adam Oakart. Do you know me?
What matter who you are?
Do you know what you have done? Do you know that you have murdered Ida Reingold?
Oh no, great Joseph, am I found out already? Is there no hope of escape?
What is this racket I hear?
My loved one, my Nellie.
Animal Crush, you have returned.
Oh, touch me not, Nellie, touch me not. I am black with the brand of Cain. Oh, Nellie, try and forget and forgive your Adam.
Adam, what have you done?
Murder, black murder.
Who dares accuse you of so foul a crime?
I do.
Troy, my evil genius.
I saw the deed. I saw it all. As a witness, I accuse him of the crime.
Take your hands from him. I do not believe him guilty.
God bless you for that, Nellie. God bless you.
Look at him. Look at his hands. In one, a knife dripping with gore. In the other, Ida's reticule. Desperate for money, he approaches the helpless female. She struggles. He draws his knife and plunges it into her bosom. lifeless body and throws it into the river.
Wrong, dirty old man.
He picks up her purse and turns to flee.
No, the picture you paint is too horrible, and he could not be guilty of such a crime.
If he is not guilty, then let him prove himself before a jury of his peers. If he can.
What did he ever do to you?
What business have you in this wretched affair? What are you doing out at 9 o'clock at night?
Curse our proud spirit, I will break it yet. Nellie, this has gone entirely too far. Adam Oakart, as a citizen witnessing a crime, I arrest you for the murder of Ida Reingold.
No, I will never believe it. He is my Adam, and I love him. Oh, Adam. Why did you ever leave the livery stable? No place for you here, Boogie. I have finally vowed to the importunity of the New York, New Haven, and Hartford, and sold the farm. Before long, great iron monsters will come rushing through here, disturbing the peace of the countryside, disturbing the peace of my mother's yonder grave. But I had to hire lawyers for Adam.
There she goes, sighing again. Lord knows the sun don't last very long for this young gal. Well, Miss Nellie, all I gotta do is say I'm grateful to you for everything you've done for me and finding me a place that sure is going to be different working in the county jail.
I used to have a chance to serve Adam. Do all you can to lessen this thing of passion.
Oh, I'll do that indeed, I will. The only thing I feel real bad about is you're going to be here all by yourself while even the lady boarders left, including poor T.T.
Yes, because Asheville has left for San Francisco, there to take bail for the Orient. With her unfortunate secret known, she would find no peace near the East.
Oh, I know it. That Monroe Murgatroyd, what a rat that guy is. I reckon we're going to hear about him doing something real bad one of these days.
I'd rather we wouldn't discuss Monroe Murgatroyd. I shudder at the mention of his name.
You're right, Miss Nellie. I won't even sully the air with his name no more. From here on in, we'll call him, Mr. Duckbottom.
All right. Now, we'll go to the end way.
Goodbye, Miss Nellie. And once again, thank you for all you've done for me. And you keep a good start out, you know, because Adam's a Yankee, and you can't keep a good Yankee down. You know that.
Good old Lucy. I shall miss him greatly. Beneath that suit of Sears Roebuck, there beats a heart of yours.
Ah, my precious beauty. If a Monroe Murgatroyd can bring you to his knees, he will stop at nothing to do it.
Melody,
You here?
Why, I've come to say goodbye for the last time. Now, I meant to address you only in the formalest of terms, but as I look into the eyes of the woman I once loved, the old passion is born again and blazes like a flame within me.
You forget, sir. I am fully aware of your double-dealery.
You mean that I have loved another? My love for Leonie Astorville was but a passing whim. I never really loved her. I was half maddened at the loss of you and looked elsewhere for consolation.
I am no longer the young and foolish girl who was dazzled by your perfidy. You played upon my folly, never upon my love. Fortunately, I found it out. Too late, alas, for my own peace of mind. Monroe, you have done your worst. Leave me.
Done my worst. Little does she know me if she thinks that. Now your beloved son of the blacksmith lies rotting in his cell.
Thanks to your false testimony.
His case remains to be tried. Now I am a witness and may prove an awkward witness too.
No matter what you say, I will not believe it.
Ah, but you are not the judge and jury, and there is but little romance in the breast of a Yankee juryman. He looks only to the facts, and the fact is I saw Adam slay Ida Reingold. My evidence will convict him even as it has caused his arrest.
But you will not give it. Say that you will not.
His life is in your hands.
How can I save him? What can I do? What can I do?
I have always loved you. Let us fly away together to another land where, in our love unbroken, we shall forget the wretched Adam.
No, never! I love him better now when he suffers for a crime which I feel he did not commit than when he were free to go where he would. His happiness I am not fit to have, but his fate I will share.
All right, life rests in my hands. The fate you would share is mine.
No, rest with a higher power than man.
You will ruin him, but listen to me.
Stand off! My place is by his side and not by yours.
Do you defy me?
Do your worst. And what that is, I know too well.
Rash girl, what would you do?
Save him! I know not how, but I will save him. Were he nothing in the world to me, I would do as much for him now that I know you hate him as I loathe you. Why, man, it brings the flush of shame to my cheek to think that ever have I loved such a villain.
High words, Nellie Lovelace. You shall live to repent them.
Stand off! Do not approach me!
Come, come, my proud beauty. You are alone. Your sweetheart is a wretched murderer, but I love you with a passion transcending all else.
Stay back! Stay back! I read the purpose in your eyes!
You are young and beautiful, and thus I bend you to my will. I'll be horribly revenged for this.
Bless you, Lucy. You came when I needed you most.
Now up with you before I pretend I'm Spanish and turn loose the bull.
I'll go. But I shall return. I love her more than ever. I will have her for my own.
He's gone. Now, Miss Nellie, I guarantee he won't come back. But if he should come crawling back, you just send me a telegram and I'll come over. I went to
I'm alone. The past is over. Wonderful. Backward, turn backward, oh time in my flight. Make me a child again, just for tonight.
for you.
Yonder goes 5:15. Now, no other train until the 6 o'clock express. How strange it all seems. Once, my happy childhood home, now a railroad crossing into signal station. How kind it was of New York, New Haven, and Hartford in my hour of distress to give me a position as crossing watchwoman. Who says corporations are heartless? All my inheritance spent in Adam's defense. Without result, he could not break through the horrible evidence of that villain, No, I will not even think his wretched name. At least Dad and I were married by the chaplain in the prison. I had this child to comfort me. Sweet little Nell. Little Nellie! Come to Mama, dearest! Dear, bright, smiling little girl. How she reminds me of my mother.
Mama, will I go to heaven when I die?
Of course, dearest. All good little girls go to heaven.
Even when they don't have daddy?
Poor blind, little child. Never to know a father's caress.
Mama, what makes you cry? Please don't cry anymore. It makes me want to cry too.
Yes, I must be brave. She must never know the truth about her father. See, I'm not crying anymore, dear. I'm laughing. Now, you must go inside, dear. I will be in shortly, as soon as I have flagged the express. It is growing dark. Yes, dear. Climb into your little tiny bed, and Mother will sing. Even though your heart is breaking, you must sing.
Miss Ogre! Miss Ogre!
Ah, my old friend Mookie McGuggin, now sheriff of this county. Why no? Mookie finished in time.
Oh, thank goodness, I thought I missed it.
But Mookie, the 6 o'clock express does not stop here, except on signal.
Well, I got special orders here. Hey, we gotta stop it. I'm taking a prisoner to the state penitentiary.
Yes. This gives me the necessary authority to flag the express. Where's your prisoner, poor fellow?
Oh, over yonder. I got him handcuffed to a tree.
Father Mookie, you cannot leave a man handcuffed to a tree with the night air falling. That's cruel. No matter what gets done. What if it should rain?
Oh, it don't make no difference. This dog rains. If it rains, they're going to hang him up to dry. And if it's dry, they're just going to be hung. That's all.
How dreadful. Anyone I know?
Yes, Miss Nellie, it's your husband.
Here? With you?
Yes, ma'am. I told you, Tim, we're going to transfer him to the state penitentiary.
Then his last appeal has failed.
I'm afraid so, Miss Nellie. There's nothing left for him but the gallows.
Oh, Mookie. How dreadful.
Miss Nellie, it's not my fault. You can't blame me.
I know. I do not blame you, good Mookie. You are only doing your duty. But surely I may speak to him to murmur my last farewell.
Speak to him, no, ma'am. It's completely against orders. He's a particular kind of person. He's a murderer. We take special care of him.
But Mookie, surely you do not believe those calumnies.
Well, I can't say as I do, Miss Nellie, but the law's the law, and I'm paid to withhold it.
Mookie, do you love me?
Well, sure, Miss Nellie. In a respectable way, of course. You were always good to me and Bess.
Then you will do a great thing for my sake?
Oh, let you see your husband. Sure. What do you think I showed up early for?
Thank you, Mookie. But it is much more than that I am asking.
More than that? What is more than that?
Mookie, prisoners have been known to escape before now.
Escape?
Why not this one?
pretending he jumped off the train.
Yes, yes, good Mookie. They will never find him, and you will not be blamed. Say yes, Mookie. Say yes.
Oh!
Thank you, Mookie. We must make haste. Bring him here. I'll hide him in the cellar.
Oh, okay, Miss Nellie, I'll be out of the way. I never was one much for corporal punishment anyway. Did I?
Oh, Joy! Oh, Rapture! Fate has intervened. Fate has shown the way.
Here he is, Miss Nellie. Get out of my hair.
Adam, my husband!
Oh, Nellie, what bitter fate allows us to meet?
Look up, Adam. All is well.
All is not well, Nellie. The shadow of these stripes has entered into my blood. Why, the very garment of crime has made me feel as those who wear them more justly.
Listen carefully, Adam. Mookie has decided to permit your escape.
Escape? Do you mean it? Yes, sir, I do. Oh, heavens, bless you.
Well, it was my first prisoner I ever had her in.
I will conceal you in our cellar till all is calm. There, you may make the acquaintance of our daughter.
A daughter, you say? We have a daughter? Oh, Rapture! Mookie, I cannot thank you now, but someday, when I have proved my innocence, you shall